If I may quickly come in here, the president, when he went for the National Executive Council meeting of the party, he made a categorical statement, pleading with members of the party and saying, look, let the party opinion or let the party's decision prevail in all of this matter. So do you think that the party's stand will prevail in this matter, considering Honorable Yakubu Dogara, the Speaker's letter to the leadership of the party?
I think the National Secretariat of the party is rather too late, because this could have been done even before the National Assembly would have been inaugurated, because it is not done in any democratic dispensation where the party leadership takes a decision. It takes a decision before it moves to final stages of implementation. You can't do an implementation and then go back to take a decision. I think they are being misled. I think the Mr. President, it is not being properly informed of what the party supremacy it is even about. The party supremacy cannot be used to favor an individual. It is used to favor the majority of the people, and that is what the party supremacy is all about.
All right. Because of the difference, it looks so much like a stalemate now, and some people are saying maybe the reason why the National Assembly leadership shifted the holiday period by a week is because they wanted the president to come back. Or some people, there are a lot of talks on the sideline about the reasons behind the shift in the holiday period and all of that when the National Assembly is going to resume. But what implication do you think this stalemate that we're seeing at the moment will have on the National Assembly on one hand, and of course the executive on the other hand, because we are expecting that there should be synergy, but if they are not at peace, especially when the principal office roles are not reconciled, from your point of view, give us a benefit of your experience at the National Assembly. What implication do you think this will have on the polity?
It has nothing to do with Nigerian populate, because the National Assembly has already... Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
The National Assembly has already been inaugurated, and the principals, officers, most especially that of the Speaker, Deputy Speaker, Senate President, Deputy Senate President, and in some cases, like in the Senate, all the principal officers have already been appointed, and therefore the duties of these chambers would not hinder any progress from any proposition or presentation by the President in terms of confirmation or request for confirmation of anything that he needs to do in the National Assembly.
All right, Senator
I consider this job of these young people, particularly in the National Assembly, in the House of Representatives, I think they ought to think better that they were not coming to the National Assembly to fight for themselves, but fight for the nation, and therefore follow the due process. The due process, and most especially take into cognizance that the Nigerian zone, political zone, should be taken into also account. Right. You cannot overload one particular zone and expect other zone to become happy, and then you think the nation is moving well. No.
Right. There's been allegations of the forged aspects of the National Assembly standing orders, and the police says they are investigating the matter. Give us an insight into how the standing orders is being worked up on from 1999. It's usually amended at the end of every session of the Assembly, isn't it?
Yeah, it depends also on the clerk of the National Assembly, because it is the responsibility of the National Assembly clerk of the National Assembly, to bring up the changes in the standing order. And if that happens, the senators or the House of Representatives have the duties to call the attention or move a motion of amendment of certain sections that they did not think it is ought to be into the order. But for say that somebody forged a document and you allow yourself also to be the same document used to swear you in as a member of that parliament, you are also telling the world that you're also fraudulent or what? Because you cannot be addressed as senator until you take an oath of office. And who does taking of that oath of office? The President of the Senate and the Speaker of House of Representatives. When you subject yourself to that oath of office, automatically you accept the norms and the doing and the duties of that responsibility and the document. If thereafter you notice some defects, deficiencies in that document, it is a duty of a member to move a motion from the floor of the House that he had an observation to make vis-a-vis section this or section this or order that. But having accepted to be sworn in by the documents in which you are criticizing to a point threatening to go to court, then I would want to see how the court is going to adjudicate for somebody who is a beneficiary of a fraudulent act, which he is now claiming, and then how he himself cannot be an accomplice of enjoying or participating or being charged as a conspirator of that document's indoctrination.
All right.
So I think I'm not a lawyer, and therefore I want to see how the law will work that out. And besides, where were they? You cannot be referred to as a senator until you are sworn in. And you allow yourself to be sworn in by a document that you claim that it is not properly documented.
All right.
Thank
you so much.
The double standard.
Senator Joseph Waku.
It's a good thing that they said they're going to go to court. So we'll watch and we'll wait and see what the court decision will be.
All right. Thank you so much for your thoughts. We have to leave it at that point. We really appreciate your thoughts and your interventions on these matters. The Senator Joseph Waku, who represented Benue State, the National Assembly from 1999 to 2003. Thank you so much for your thoughts there.